Hey everybody, it's Malika back at you again. Thank you for joining us for Dating Confessions over 35. And we're going to interview Miss Karen Sims today. So hold on to your seatbelt, sit back and relax, and let's get into it and see what she has to say.
And she hit the record.
Oh, it's recording automatically. All right, so I'll just clip this up. I'm going to get a bigger view. I see the LG Aristo #2. That's Ashley in the building. We've got Karen in the building. I'm going to hang up now, Ash. Thank you, baby.
Right,
Hey there, though. So we got everybody in the building, y'all. Let's get through this. I'm going to pull this down. We got some lights reflecting. So I just want to, looks like we are recording. I believe that's working. Let me see, just make sure, pause recording, stop recording. Your client connection is encrypted. All right, y'all. So anyway, it's Malika from Malika Speaks TV. I am here with Miss Karen. A lot of times y'all hear me and I won't give last names. I don't do that. Some people do that. We got Karen Johnson. We got Karen Sims. We got Karen. You know, maybe she don't want you knowing her last name because I know how y'all stalkers is, which is why I don't give the ladies last names. And you gonna go and you gonna try to find her on all her social media. No, whatever she says that she gives us to contact her, that's what we're going to use. So I'm here with my girl Karen today, and we're talking about dating over 35. We're going to get right into it. Y'all will not believe the amount of difficulties that we had getting out this message. And I know that this woman has a message, and it's going to make us laugh. And I don't know what it is, because we didn't do no whatever. She didn't really tell me what it was going to be. And so I'm going to probably break this interview up. If you're seeing it, you might see all of it today. You might see some of it next week. We'll decide what we want to do. But anyway, welcome, my love. Welcome. I'm so
Thank you.
Can I hear? Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Yeah.
You.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay. Unmute you or something.
Let me see.
Unmute yourself.
Nope, I don't think I'm muted at all.
Wait a minute.
See.
Okay, now unmute. Say something.
Okay. It says your microphone is unmuted.
I should be.
Okay.
Okay, I know why, because the volume is like on 0. Karen?
Yes.
Okay, we got
it. I'm going to scream all the way over there, girl.
All right, but listen, I want to say a prayer right now to Jesus, Mohammed, Buddha, the ancestors, Big E,
I got you on Jesus.
Shakur, Aretha, and Dempsey. Listen, I want to just to everyone, okay? Y'all need to help me. We sending up prayers to hip hop right now in the name of Malika Speaks TV. So anyway, we got everything going now. Miss Karen, beautiful. I don't want to hold you. I know it's been a long time coming, but we're talking today about dating over 35. And of course, our confessions. I want to hear some of your dating confessions, but what I want to do is I want you to introduce yourself to our community. Tell us a little bit about you and kind of give us the opening to this topic. Like, where are you in the dating, you know, geographically, where do you live? How do you feel about dating over 35? You know, and then we'll slide right into the confession.
Sure enough. So my name is Karen Sims. I don't mind that stuff being out there. Y'all gonna find me one way or another because I'm usually everywhere. So I am over 40, been single for a long time, have had quite a few, well, I won't say that many, but a few long-term relationships in my life. I'm a mother of 5 grown children, so there's also some grandma time in there. But over that time, so I was born and raised in New Jersey. I'm a Jersey girl. You already know.
Jersey.
Hello.
That's and what so it is.
that's a little bit of the challenge all in its own, because there are dating women from other states and then dating a Jersey girl. So understand, we understand that we come with complexities and all of those fun things. But right now, I am geographically located in North Carolina.
Okay, we're in North Carolina.
So I'm right outside of Raleigh. So I work in Raleigh and all of that. You know, I'm never hiding, but you know, trust, I'm always safe. That's all we're gonna say on that. She never by herself, even though she alone. And I think for me, it just has been, I had my challenges in New Jersey. From being born and raised in New Jersey, I was in the Pennsylvania area for about 15 years. And still, it was a little bit slow of, I think the only way that I could say it is, I never think that I intimidate people, but I think that a lot of people may have had the assumption that I was married, that I was in a relationship when I was single. And so, you know, when you get above a certain age, it's like, okay, how do I change that without looking crazy? I ain't trying to be out here in these streets looking all crazy and whatnot.
Thirsty? Should we exchange crazy for thirsty?
Yo, thirsty. There we go.
Thirsty.
Because it wasn't even about all of that, but it's like, okay, at a certain point, you're gonna be dating with a purpose. Okay. And so it wasn't just I knew who to call if I want to go outside. I knew how to call for other things that ain't none of y'all business. But you know them people who fit in those particular, you only want this. And so I'm okay with that. When a man says to me, you know, this is all I want, I no longer am on that journey to be like, I'm gonna change his mind. I've been delivered. Okay, we're not doing that no more. We don't got no time. If you say to me as a grown man, this is what you want from me, then it's my job to say, is that what I'm gonna give to you? And so we doing grown people dating. I have a process that I call the interview process.
Okay.
We're not dating just because I met, and you may not get my telephone number the first time you meet me. You're going to get a number because I believe in talking, but you're not going to get the one that gives you direct access to me.
You might get that Google Voice number, honey. Break down that Google Voice number.
Yes. Look, single women, I don't care what age you are. Google is here for you. Get you a Google Voice number. Get you a Google Voice number, and you can set it up just like your regular voicemail. Yes, the people who call you will know that their call is being screened, but sometimes you get rid of crazy just by having that one thing there. Why? Because some people don't want to go past that threshold. It's like, what? Who is this woman? Why I gotta? Well, if they got all those questions, sometimes they'll hang up and then they won't bother you, and you just missed a bullet. How about that? Yeah. The challenge for me is I don't even know where to begin. I always blame it on my Jersey style, because you know it's not even about a swag.
Right then.
Yes.
I want to let you know that Karen and I's lives are so parallel, okay? Because I grew up in Jersey, spent most of my adult marriedhood in Pennsylvania, and then migrated to North Carolina. So you know she's my soul sister for real. She has that. She just embodies that whole spirit. And I am with the shit, okay? Now listen, I just want to make my disclaimer. If y'all sensitive about cuss words, this might want to be your time to exit, because this is TV where we say what the hell we want to say.
All right now.
Now, if you don't like it, that's fine. You can go start you a little channel and say whatever you want to say over there. Okay, this is not about religion and political. That's what two things we don't do over here: religion and politics. All right, it's not about none of that. This is just real shit in real life. All right, so I want to say just to Karen's what she was about to say. I know what she about to say, because I'll find the same damn problem. I'm from New Jersey, up top. Now I'm in North Carolina. I just have to listen. Now, if y'all know anything about being up top, we call it up top. The men there is super aggressive. They are relentless in getting your number. They will chase you down the street. They will ride around the corner. Yo, mom, yo, shorty, sis, can I talk to you? I don't care if you tell them you're married. They be like, well, does your husband let you have fun? I mean, relentless, okay? And then you get down here in the beautiful, sweet old South, and they are very like passive aggressive. Like they might look at you, they might smile at you, they might like you, but they're never gonna say it. They're never gonna chase you down the street. You won't even know that. Oh, this is a good little mirror, hunty. But anyway, that y'all know. See, when I get that energy, I could give it back. You see,
There it is.
my sister. But anyway, so that is what I think she was gonna lead into. So
Absolutely.
it's a big difference. So I'm gonna stop now and throw the ball back to Sis.
Thank you. And so the biggest thing for me in my confession is that I thought that even though I was down here, we got a lot of men that have migrated down here from up top. And it's like, okay, they're going to find me because they're going to feel my energy when I'm coming through. I'm not coming through as no mousy person. If that's you, you know, God bless you. You're going to get everything on this one right here. I need you to know. Malika going to take her in. I'm going to take mine. But the thing is this, look, I am not attracted to a man that does not know how to pursue me. So if you just going around in circles, look, there's a certain amount of time. And then when you get in that friend zone, I need you to know that spot is permanent. And I got a good friend, one of my dating confessions, we knew each other for like 10 years. And in the 10th year, dude decided, well, Ma, you know what's going on? Nothing. Wait, nothing. Ain't nothing going on. Why? Because you done circled around this corner for 10 years. Yeah. And if it took you that long just to state that you have an interest, I'm not even talking about even asking me on a date, just to say, you beautiful, I want to know. I don't care what your line is. Every line work down here for somebody. Right. I'm just telling you, all the lines ain't going to work for me.
Yes.
So go somewhere in the mirror and practice.
Keep on it, girl.
That's it. But as you approach somebody, and the thing is for me, you know, people are like, well, I bet you get people asking you all the time. No, I don't. Mm-hmm. People will admire me. They'll even say, oh, wow, you're so beautiful. Thank you. You know, it's not an ego thing, but I'm not waiting for a man to tell me I'm beautiful. I knew I was beautiful before I left the door. See, if it wasn't right, I ain't going outside. That just is the way it is.
That's what
if I went outside, that means I was all right with it. That's
you know
it.
What I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, that's something I noticed too. That like you know, we're very concerned in okay, sometimes it can be vain, but from where we grew up, Jersey, it was about, you know, your swag, how you look, how you carry yourself, and that's you know, we still embody that. You know, down here, and I think a lot of the men, they feel that energy too.
They do. They do.
They know it. And but yeah, girl, go ahead. So
my challenge is I don't think they know how to respond. That's my only thing. It's like they don't know how to respond. So I told you about the one who's in a permanent friend zone, you know, and I love him. That's like a true friend. But if you come over here, I'm gonna remind you that it took you 10 years to be like, but Ma, I want to holler at you. Why? Like you had access to every number. You knew exactly where to find me, know what my schedule is, and we created a friendship, and that's fine. But if you got like, I'm gonna give you 6 months. You know, maybe you think my head in a different place. For a friend, for somebody who a friend to come to realization of, I think I might want to do something. After 6 months, that's your spot. This your spot.
Honey, we
your
making
permanent
cuts.
spot.
We making cuts.
Yes.
Because I know the people want me to ask you this. Just tell me, honey. Ain't nobody got to know. But did y'all smash, you and the friend?
Did we? We tried. Okay, it didn't work out.
They tried.
It's some other things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was. But I tried to be like, cause I'm one who I sometimes feel like I cut people off too quick. Like I'll be like, 1 + 1 = what? All right, you gotta go. And I know his life. And so that was my problem. It was like, okay, I can't unknow what I know. Like I know you got Susie over there, and I know Joanne think that you working, but you ain't working because you with, you know, Melinda over here. Like, oh, all right. So that didn't work out.
That's so hard. Now, let me say this about the friend since we in here. I have found, now, I know for y'all who don't know about your astrology or whatever, we're not talking about the zodiacs and the horoscope and all that. I'm talking about straight up astrology, having these particular characteristics and trait that your energy holds. Me, I'm a Pisces. I just want to swim around in the ocean. I make friends where you too. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I say all that to say Pisces are very flirtatious. Like we're gonna take it to the bridge, but I might not go all the way, but I'm gonna go almost all the way with you. So I have found having very heavy male energy in my life. Like I can't be the best friend with let me rephrase it. I can be the best friend with the guy. They always want to be the best friend with me. But if you put us in close quarters too long, it's probably something gonna happen because I'm just very sensual, and I was getting ready to say sexual, but let me go back to because listen, I'm not incriminating myself on this for any of my teammates or applicants. I just want to let y'all know. Okay, very sensual. I'm very sensual in the way that I can carry myself. I can be. So I have to watch that. So it's always been any male that I've had, like, has been a friend for a real long time. Now, this way back in the day. It always crossed the line because I just carry that in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what? I feel like my background was similar. And this is a friend who was a friend after you know how that ends. You know what I mean? It's like we did it for so long. We know because I have a lot of male energy. I'm a mother of 4 boys. And, they always like, Ma, how you know the game? I've been in this a long time.
Right.
Don't come over here with this. I've been watching this stuff. But certain things, it's like, and maybe it's just my background of believing that, we need to be friends, friends before lovers type situation.
Yeah.
But sometimes that friends before lovers, when you get that lovers in there, then they look different, they sound different. That's all we're going to say. It just turned out to be a different situation. And so I think over 35, there's a different thought. I remember, and this is, we all in here and we loving our black men, but I remember watching a movie. It was Julia Roberts in Eat, Pray, Love. And she met a man and she was like, I dated you before. Like, I did this before. I know how this gonna end. I know we're gonna have amazing sex, but then in the morning, I'm gonna be trying to get away from your behind. Like, when you know better, it's like, let me think about that. So back in the day, Pisces in a room with a fine chocolate man, it'd be a different situation. But now it's like, you know what? I got a feeling that you gonna be like Jack. I got a feeling like you gonna be like Bobby. And although it might be for a moment of pleasure, then you're gonna be a headache to me for the next 6 years. Why? Because I come with references. That's all we gonna say on that.
Huh?
Come over here playing.
Ladies,
don't come over here playing.
She come with references. Now, I ain't even gonna try to conceptualize that. She got her Karenisms. I got my Malika-isms, and that's just what it is. Listen, Karen, let me say this before we get into the confession.
Yeah.
I am like low tolerance for bullshit. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I can see you come, you got 5 whole flipping. I was getting ready to say the other word, y'all, but I might be, I'm gonna be good today. Anyway, I know. You got 5 whole damn minutes.
That's it. That's it.
Now
That's
say
it.
the wrong damn thing. You
That's
can't
it.
before you even get it started. So I find over 35, I really don't have the tolerance level for. I know what I want. I know what I like. Now, a lot of women won't admit to you that I know what I like, honey. If I'm sexually attracted to you, that's just what it is. If I know I'm a smash, which I'm not a smasher, I want to put that out there. But if I desire to, if that is what I wanted to do, then that's what it is. Shit, I'm grown. I tell my daughter all the time, she's grown. This is a grown folks place, honey. We do grown folks things over here. Okay, so that's the way I roll with that. So I think over 35, not only do we have a different level of standard, we have a different level of, and especially if you've been married, because I was already, it's a different type of singleness when you've already been married. You know what I mean? I always say, I understand the singleness before marriage. I understand going through marriage and feeling and really being basically single too, and then coming out of that and being single again. So there's a lot that goes on. We could break this down in so many levels, which we're going to do. But I want to make sure that we get this recorded. I think it goes to 40 minutes. Ashley, if you keep track of the minutes for me, and
We
let
track
us
it.
know. I'd appreciate it. But
Yeah,
I want Karen to get right into,
I'm gonna get
listen,
into it.
get
Yeah.
into this damn dating.
Look, I'm gonna talk about it today about my dating experience just since I've been down. I'm gonna take one person of what I've had to go through. Look, this is some traumatic mess. I need you to know. Yes, we need the woo side.
All right, everyone. I want us to take. Now we've already prayed to Biggie and Nipsey.
Yes. Oh Lord.
So right now we need to take a moment of silence for this confession. I don't want nobody emailing Karen trying to do a pull-up, because I got a feeling we might need to do a pull-up on somebody if it gets crazy. The sister
Yeah.
will ride for you, boo. Okay, I got some let me just pull up the chat. Let me see what she's saying. We're 24 and counting. They removed my timer on this one. Thank you, baby. So are we in 24 minutes? I think
we're 24 in. Yep. Okay. And look, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna get right into it.
Next 5 to 7, jump into that dating confession, and then we're gonna come back and just talk shit. Okay.
So look, you know how we do this, Malika. I want to speak on it. Okay. Over 35 and dating. My challenge has been, so I had a gentleman that I met, and he was a couple of years older than me. So, I already said I'm over 40. So I'm thinking, he got his mind right, and that wasn't the case, but that ain't even the issue. He definitely came right at me, showed me that pursuit, that let me know that he wasn't from down here. It's all good. But he had a pursuit. He was like, I like what I see, and I want to know better about you. So it was like, okay, he get the Google Voice number. He had a problem with it, and he let me know right away. He was like, look, I just want you to share the same energy that I'm giving to you. I was like, all right, well, we'll get there, boo. That, you may or may not pass this interview. And so I talked to him about his interview process, and he's like, well, I don't like that word. Yeah, well, that's what this is. We interviewing. Let me see if I'm gonna let you come back. So first you get a phone interview, then that first gathering is your face-to-face interview, and then we gotta have a few more times outings to see if you're gonna be hired for this position as my boo.
Come on.
Interview process. So he didn't really like that. He had a lot of thoughts on a woman should do A, B, C, D. Now, I say this to my sisters and my brothers. I am a multi-dater. What does that mean? It means I date. That's it. I date more than one person at a time. Everybody know who around. I ain't keeping no secrets. That's it. Because it's not about smashing everybody.
Right.
It's about taking the time to get to know you. Like, you may not be able to, wet my whistle in that particular area. I like intellectual guys, but I also like guys who got a hustle. If you don't have a hustle, I might look at you, but I ain't gonna stay around. It just is what it is. And I try to keep that real. So we have conversation, and he's like, I'm really enjoying this vibe. Great. Okay, so what you gonna do? So some time passed, and it's like, okay, well, I waited because there wasn't really a request for a date. So I was like, well, during this time, usually this is when I like to go outside. And his answer to me was, well, we'll see, we'll figure it out. And so for me, it just was like, oh, so you're not really that dude. So I called up John and said, John, I want to go outside. John said, where you want to go, girl? And within 15 minutes, we had a plan on when we gonna meet, where we gonna go, and what we gonna do. Because in my mind, sometimes it was like, am I crazy? Like, I think I know how this is supposed to go, but it's not going that way. So I go back and I said, look, I need you to know that if there's any given time, I'm not saying to you that if you do something wrong, I'm gonna replace you. That's not it. But there are basic things that every woman is looking for, and then there are specific things that Karen just has to have. Yeah. I need to go outside. If I'm not going outside with you, I'm going outside with somebody. Karen like to go outside. Okay? Now, in his mind, he took it as that meant that I was sleeping with John, and it was like, that ain't even what it's about. Yeah. When I said to John, this is what I want, you know what John did? He gave me what I wanted. That was it. Like, it wasn't we got to figure this out, because it ain't hard. movies, dinner, ride a bike, read a book. Well, not ride a bike, calm down. Read a book, go for a walk. You know, we're not running no marathons, but we grown. So we go through that, and he tells me, you know, women can't do that. Women can't date multiple people. Only men can do that. Oh, yeah. Men can do that because that's how we've been raised. Like, we've been taught and trained that it's okay to do those things. But he's like, well, you know, you a lady, you can't do that. And if you do that, that makes you not a lady. And so my answer was, then I must be an entire man then. Because what you're not gonna come over here and tell me is that I can't date. You're not. And you already know, Malika, that conversation he wasn't ready for, because I didn't have a, oh, maybe I should change. Oh, are you gonna leave? Like, it wasn't that kind of moment. Like, he was like, well, you can't do that with me because I'm and I'm seeing the meeting no longer has a time limit, so we're gonna keep on going. And so, you know, we had that conversation. And then he says to me, because I started having conversations and we was digging each other, you know, it was like, all right, let's see. But I like to see people in different environments, because just because me and you together and we chilling over a movie, you might act different when you see the response of other gentlemen admiring who I am. You might be a little bit crazy if we in, you know, different quarters. So I need to take you east, west, north, and south to see how that situation is. And so he didn't want to go outside. It was like, okay, you know me, I'm steady still going outside. So we had a conversation, and it was something that he asked me to do for, I think it was to buy something. And I said to him, for him.
Oh,
for him. And I
said, Karen, hold on. Some of us, you know, some days I was on a little smaller vehicle bus. So, because I need to get on this. Okay. Now, y'all know on Mondays we do our vocabulary words, and
I love it.
This week we did slow tarded. No, we did butt tarded. Bitch, you retarded. You know what I'm saying? That's bitch plus you retarded. Butt tarded.
Okay.
So anyway, we got these words. I need to slow it down. So, homeboy, this is my Ebonics version, y'all.
Yes.
Asked you.
Yes.
Are you telling me that he asked you to buy him something?
Yes. So what he asked me for was alcohol. It was something. And we were like, okay, we're going to get drinks. And he's like, we should get drinks at home. And I was like, okay, I don't have no problem, because I got my stash of what I do. I'm grown. But I'm not supplying yours. So that was how the conversation started, where it was like, well, he was like, sometimes people don't like for you to drink what you want to drink. And, you know, in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't mind being a designated driver. You do what you want to do. You grown, it whatever you want. And then the conversation was, well, you know, when I go out, I expect that the person who's with me will pay for it. And so I was like, well, who going with you? Who going with you? Because clearly it ain't me. Who going with you?
Expect. That was
yes, he did. Yes, he did. He said expect. And so listen, you hearing what he didn't lie, he didn't back down. He said exactly what it was. He said, I expect. And I said to him, you know, in a relationship, I could see us taking turns. In a relationship, you know, I'm paying for you, you paying for me. I really don't have no issue in a relationship, because we done been through some stuff. You done passed the interview process. You done bought me something. Like, Negro, you ain't even paid a dime for nothing yet. Gonna tell me what you expect. Ooh, that's why I said I had to breathe on this one. I need you to know. So
you muted yourself, Karen.
Be trying to call.
There you go.
So he says to me, so after I said to him, that's what inside of a relationship, he took that as me pressuring him to say I wanted a relationship with him. And you know, my answer, I'm like, I don't even know you well enough to know if I want to date you. Like, we still interviewing. What are you saying to me? So we had that conversation, and he clearly states to me, Karen, I'm not ready to get into no relationship, and I don't want you to pressure me.
Bitch, what?
Now, I took that as my mandate to chop him off my list.
Bet you fired.
hello, get my orange hair, do all my Omarosa stuff. You're fired. Okay.
Right.
So we go a couple of days, no talking, because I heard you. Like, over 35 dating, we're no longer trying to change the men in our lives.
Exactly.
If they say, this is not what we want,
Right.
I'm going to hear you and comply. I'm not even gonna do on no, well, if I, because sometimes in our mind it's like, oh, if I sex him down, then I'm gonna change his mind. Or if I cook him a meal, or if I buy him those things that he wants, I'm gonna change his mind. No, okay, interview over. We're now on to the next candidate.
Right, come on.
A couple of days. Exactly, couple of weeks pass, and he come back to me, and he says, we had the conversation, because I'm gonna keep it real. He's like, well, Karen, have your feelings changed about me? And I said, yeah, they have. And so we ended the conversation, and a day later he called me back, and he's like, I don't understand what happened. And I told him one thing. I said, well, when you did this particular thing, it really didn't click in my mind well, and I tried to figure out, like, I didn't like how he talked to women. And me, I celebrate our queens. And so if you're talking bad about another woman, that I get it, you could do that. But if I say that's something that bothers me, figure out how you're gonna calibrate that. Because some of this stuff I don't even need to know. He want to talk about exes, and he want to talk. I don't care nothing about that. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know you that well. So we get another call, and he's like, Karen, it's got to be more than that. Like, it's got to be something else that happened. And so I tell him, I said, well, actually, that day that you told me that you wasn't ready for a relationship and that you didn't want me to pressure you, that was when I did that 360. Because I know that if I continue to talk to you, I'm going to pressure you, because I'm dating with a purpose. So my goal is, are you the one, or shall there be another? Okay?
Hey.
That's it.
Well, you know what you want. Only you know what you want.
That's it. That's it. And so he's like, that's not what I meant. That's what you said, boo. Like, I'm not putting puzzles together. We over 35. We no longer playing Monopoly. We not trying to figure out which puzzle piece go to this one and will it fit. If you want to be here, you're gonna be here. But if you don't want to be here, Karen, not about that life. I'm not trying to give you a reason to stay, because when you said hello to me and you were in my presence, and I don't mean this on an big ego type situation, but the challenge is this: by 35, by 40, hopefully by 50, you know who you are, you know your worth as a woman and a man. You know what you bring into the table. You also know your flaws, and you being honest. Karen got a big mouth and sometimes my attitude, but I try to find the altar and pray a lot. I pray to baby Jesus. I pray to black Jesus. In Jesus' name, I pray some things, because that's how it's going down. And sometimes it's just like, Lord, your girl about to look. What's about to come out this mouth is going to slice these dudes in half. They not ready. So I'm working on it. Working on what lists that I have that are realistic, making sure that I'm not putting demands on people that I won't do for myself. So I'm a fair dater. But when you come over here with mess, then I gotta be the cleanup woman. And the cleanup woman ain't got time to try to figure out where your feelings at. Did he mean what he said? Like, that means you dealing with stupid chicks. Like, let's just put it right there.
Yeah.
You dealing with, now you getting the East Orange Karen coming out. You dealing with the stupid chicks, and then you see one that got some sense in her head, and you want to go on that slow-tarded business, like, and you expect me to join you. There it is. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna go back and find out the Monday vocabulary.
You gotta find out the words, because you know what? They be with these girls who are major thoughts, who major in hoism. Okay, y'all, hoism, another word. It just means use a hoe. Okay, as a professional, you a damn professional at what you do. You do a good ho. All right, so with your hoism, and then you have an ideology that you want something. Girl, it's Karen. I can't get into that, because that is a whole show.
I know it is. It is.
Dating confessions. I'm just.
But I know you got it. So they understand.
I can't believe. First of all, there was a lot that went on. Somebody in the chat said it was crazy oh my God, expect, that word expect. You know what I mean? The dude sounds a little thirsty and a little clingy, and maybe, you know, I mean, I don't want to, you know, do no bashing, but I'm just saying this is what I hear you say from this confession, and I can't even believe it. But I want to let you finish, and I want to kind of know, as you wrap it up for the confession part, then we're gonna get into something else. What was the conclusion of all of that? Did you just cut him loose from the team? Did he still come back in? Is he still around with his thirsty ass? What's going on, Karen? What the hell?
No, I mean, of course, I had to cut him, but the challenge was, then he started trying to figure out, how do I contact her? So I took it a different way. And I tell people, because I got two of my friends who, they my breakup experts, because I don't do it well all the time. I'll be like, oh, I'm still trying to be nice. You know, you, it's like, no, you cut it off. So I had to go to my breakup expert, and I was like, look, dude's still calling. Because he said to me, Karen, now, if you tell me that you done with me, you know I'm not going to come back. He's like, I'm one who, once my feelings is hurt, I'm going to find another woman to get me over that. So he let me know it's going to be a rebound immediately. And I said, yeah, I'm sure. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. I get a call the very next day. Are you sure? You sure? There you go. I'm sorry, I can't do it another way. Like, I need you off my jock right now. Like, there's not another way for me to say it. So it took some time for him to understand that. And I think for him, two things. He felt like, I feel like, he felt like he was getting close to the cookie. So he didn't want to leave the cookie on the table. It was like, yeah, but I think I'm getting close. Yeah, boo, you really ain't nowhere close. So your GPS got you going the wrong way. But it's all good. I understand. You feel like you put some time in there. Secondly, I know who I am, so I get it. You know, it's like, and I say it often, everybody need a Karen. You know, he like, I think I could have a Karen in my life, and that would be a benefit. But my biggest challenge was with the sisters. Whoever he dated before, who gave him the idea that his unrealistic expectations was going to be tolerated. And now when I say to him, you now have met a woman with some standards. One, go over there and do what you want to do. Because he told me, you know, once I told him that I was dating other people, he let me know that he was dating other people. Okay. Now, I'm good. However, he let me know that those women said to him, you know, man, I don't care who you're dating. You the only one that I'm going to date. And so he got used to that. And I was like, well, that's her sister. Go ahead, queen. Do your thing. Do your thing. But what I'm not going to do is, I'm going to tell you this. You see what you see. You like what you like. When you find what you like, you go and you claim that thing that you like. Because why? Good stuff don't stay on the counter for a long time. So just because you like, oh, I like that one, I'm going to see if it go on sale next week. This chick ain't going on sale. So then I suggest, you know, you go get your knockoff. You go get your, you know, knockoff Michael Kors and Louis Vuitton, because the real thing over here is not going to happen. My challenge for my sisters and my queens is this. A dude is going to rise. This is just me. I believe that they're going to rise to the expectation that you set for them when they want you. If they don't want you, that's how you know. They ain't got to say they don't want you. And that was my interpretation of this dude. He didn't have to say, well, Karen, I don't really want you in a serious relationship. He's like, I just like to take it slow. Slow like what? Because I think you want us to be fast to get to the bedroom, but you want everything else to be slow. Everything gonna go the same speed. So you're not gonna rush me in one area and then have me looking foolish because now I'm sitting here like, well, where he go? I don't have that kind of time. I don't have the time for the distraction or the headache. So yes, brother had to get cut loose. Challenge for me. I think that I still detox after each one of these interviews that don't go well, because I'm just like, whether it was sex involved or not. In this particular case, it's like I was talking to this person and sharing my day with them, sharing, you know, information. I can't really say intimate information because he was a dude that really didn't want to talk. Now, I done talked straight for how many minutes now? If you don't like to talk and listen, I am not the woman for you.
Right.
This clear. Like, same thing. Malika speaks. You telling them right at the door, I'm about to talk about something. If
Honey,
you want to be silent,
from the day to the day when we done. I'm gonna say what the hell I want to say.
That's it.
That's just it, because I just feel like I've graduated to a point of where I'm not gonna not say what I need to say to you. That might mean hurting you. That might mean hurting me. That might mean making sacrifices. That mean what else? But I'm not going to sacrifice my spirit and what I feel is right for me. So
I
it's
know
better that we speak on it right now.
We speak on it.
Husband looks like your ass might be fired. Now, I'm gonna go into a whole show about, matter of fact, oh, what the hell, let's do it now. Honey, it's cuffing season. Everybody knows that. It's something going on with the moon. Because I was laying in the bed last night and I just felt like, I wanted to cuddle.
I gotta tell you, I posted in a group.
It was no one to cuddle with. And I almost did some of those X texts. You know what I'm saying? You go back. Hey, boo, what's up? I cannot do this for the sake of comforting myself, but I'm going to go in here and eat a milkshake and call it a damn day. Try to fall asleep. Shit, I ain't gonna tell you what I want.
Take you some melatonin. You'll be sleeping 10 minutes.
But it ain't gonna be this. I ain't going out like this. Hell to the no.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I just want to say, y'all, I just appreciate, before Ashley, how we doing on time? I think we right about the time, but I do want to say I greatly appreciate Karen. She is so fun and so wonderful. We could go on and on and on. I'm gonna bring her back, y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to bring Karen back, and we could just do another show, because we got to talk about some. I'm looking over here, but I mean to look over here at her. I don't know how y'all seeing these cameras, but anyway, I gotta bring you back, Karen, because I just love you so much. I thank you for saying what the hell you want to say. Be speaking your truth. What is your truth? And I got my little disclaimer up to say whoever's views is whoever's views. There's no reflection on me or the show, but I appreciate her. I love her. She's a stand-up girl, and I know she's a real one. She's from New Jersey, first of all. Yes, I am biased. Well, say, because we'll jump you out this. I told y'all this was gonna be a pull-up situation, but if y'all say the wrong,
we in a concealed carry state.
I will pick Karen up and we will pull up on that ass. So don't say nothing stupid. All right. Well, anyway, fun today. We bugging out with Malika Speaks TV, and we talking about no time limit. Ash said no time limit. I think it is, baby. It's 40 minutes, and then it goes into something else. But anyway, I'm going to cut it before it try to cut me. So anyway, Karen, I thank you so much for joining us. It's been so fun. I think that I'm going to have to break this interview up because it's just too fun.
Awesome.
To say at one time. I want people to really get it. And of course, I'm going to go crazy with the sound effects. It's what? No.
Do what you need to do, girl.
We're going to talk some more about this 35 and dating, because I contemplated it. I said, I was going to get my own dating confessions, but being a public figure out here in these streets, they'll take anything and everything and try to use it against me as some form of fact. I know the trolls is on here right now recording with their little recorders. Bitch.
Oh my goodness, girl.
Anyway, I know I shouldn't have did that. Oh my God, I'm trying to change my life and be a better person and not do this.
We gonna hook up some more. We gonna spread out that energy. That's it. But you said it all.
It was so fun. But anyway, I love you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
You gotta go. I'm gonna get back with you though after I figure out what we was doing prior to this. But I want to make sure that I save it and that we have the interview. So thank you so much for doing this. And we're gonna be sending you a little gift. So look in your messenger, and we'll get with you and find out how to get that to you. Okay. Thank you. I love you.
Love you
so much.
Speak on it.
All right now. All right. Let me see. What we did. We're gonna pause. We're going to.
Thank you so much for joining our show. As always, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we hope to see you again. Thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you next time on Malika Speaks TV.